This is substantial, so I feel like my hands can handle it. Everyone, and welcome to a subscriber recommended video. I'm not going to go crazy and do a lot of movement and dancing and playing and singing dance track because I'm still not feeling very well. So what I will say is, woo! That should be a new one. It's much easier on us. I don't get whiplash from thrashing around. But anyway, Fennock de Great. Don't know whether that's right. I'm almost certain this is Jessica, but I could be wrong. Suggested I try a basically like dollhouse, but a plastic kind of clipped together one. And they say that it doesn't take too long, and it sounds like it's going to be a relatively easy little activity. I think we all know my history with dollhouses not being particularly great, but I'm on a bit of a roll at the moment, so I think I can do it. Even though I feel like crap and I've still got this terrible sinus infection, if I do manage to get this done today and do it successfully and do it well, then literally anyone can do it. So this is the one I've bought, and it's a Super Creator Sweet Sips tea. So it's basically like a little coffee shop. How cute is that? And if I remember right, when I bought this, they do loads of different ones. Yeah, they do. Here it is. So they do loads of different ones, and they like stack on top of each other, and you can create like a proper little dollhouse with it, which I think's really cool. And also, if this goes well, can be slightly addictive and a little bit worrying, because I do have a tendency to get addicted to things. Not drugs or anything, like I don't know why my mind went there, but not drugs or anything like that. I don't know, when I like something, I tend to beat it into the ground until I absolutely hate it. I'm sure some other people have that personality. You know, when like I'll get a game and I get really into the game and I'll play it relentlessly for hours and hours and hours until I physically am sick of the sight of the game. But hopefully it won't happen with this.
Oh no!
Okay. Lots of pieces. This is definitely bringing back Lego Mona Lisa vibes, but also this is 154 pieces, whereas the Lego Mona Lisa I did, I think was over 1,500 pieces. So technically this should be easier. Right, we've got lots of little bags with numbers on. They said it all clips together, but I don't know. This feels just like a dollhouse because there's paper things. Oh, I don't know about this. Like, it's when it gets to these things. These are the bits that like tip us over the edge. I don't know why it's these things, but when it comes to the like flat bit that you have to attach to things, that's the bit that just, I don't know, sends us into panic mode. I haven't seen glue, so that's good. Alright, and the instruction booklet there, it's not too thick actually. Just take it step by step. They have different icons. Okay, so technically there's no glue, but there is double-sided adhesive dots, which I feel like is the same thing basically.
Did you see what I did there?
It's a scam.
There's also double-sided tape. So basically they've replaced the glue for tape, which I don't think is fair. I don't think this is going to be as easy as the Mona Lisa. We'll take it one step at a time and see how I get on. We'll start off with this bit. Okay, we're starting off with number one, which is going to be the frame of the house. The problem is as well, some things are easy to some people and then they're really hard for other people. I'm hoping this isn't going to be one of those examples where it's very easy for one and really hard for me. What are them things? Are they in number 3? They are in number 3. Why are you in number 3 for? Also, am I going to have to switch from different bags to different bags? Why? That's rude. Right, try and keep it all together then. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of them bits. And then we're taking this
And shove it up your ass.
We're putting these on the outside of here. Okay, this step's very, very easy. Just clip little plastic things into the side. I can do that. Right, so I need this one and this one. I wish the pictures were bigger. That's gonna go in like that, and that's gonna go in like that. Is that right? I think I've done that right. I was getting very confused. I don't know why. It was a very easy step. So now we've got this cute little frame to begin with. Lovely. Now what do I need? Sticky dots out of a different packet. What about this? Where does this go? Oh, don't put that in yet, do I not? All right, so that's like that. This floor is going to go in like that, but we need a rug. Where's the rug at? It's an 8. Why is it in number 8 for? This is the thing where the Mona Lisa one was a lot easier to follow because each step was in one bag. Whereas this one, it wants different things from different bags in the same step.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Like, why design it that way? I don't know. So you want this little rug out of here. It would just be much more user-friendly if step 1 had all the bits in. I know it might be impractical when it comes to packaging, but for the person who's putting it together, it would be easier, just FYI. And then I'm taking taken some of these sticky dots and it wants 3 on here. So we are technically gluing things down. It's just we're not using glue. I for some reason thought it was going to be all plastic and it just kind of all clipped in together. I've been missold. What was it called? PPI. Can you remember them adverts back in the day?
PPI claim line. We're on your side.
I don't even know what PPI is. I used to hear it on the radio all the bloody time and on the TV and stuff, and I didn't have a clue what PPI was. That was like a part of like a very specific time, wasn't it? You had to be there.
Call 0800 0922 922.
And then this just gets stuck on, does it? I think it wants to go there. Oh, that already goes in, does it? I'm supposed to have put that in. Oh, so that just slots in. That doesn't do anything. That's fine, that was easy. Now it wants something out of this bag. This one goes in here. Right, and there's like a double slot thing. I see where they're on about. And that just slots in there. And then this one slots in there. Okay, perfect. Oh my god, that was so easy. So easy. Oh, it's coming along. Oh, this is cute. I like it. I'm changing my mind. I'm starting to understand what it wants from us. It just takes a bit of warming up, right? And you want these two now, don't you, for the outside? Does it matter which one this one goes into? It looks like it wants that one in here. At the end of the day, I have a 50-50 chance, don't I? And that one goes in there. See number 3, switch box instructions on page 1. Well, hang on, it wants this on the top first, so I'll stick that on. Sometimes I don't like putting too much pressure on things because I have a habit of manhandling stuff and then breaking it. Oh, it doesn't look like it's all the way down. It doesn't seem to want to go all the way down. I don't know why. Maybe it like connects a bit better later on, but there's massive gaps around it, which I don't like. We'll just carry on, I'm getting confused. So it wants a light part thing. Well, mine's on a different side. I've done it wrong.
Oh my god.
You know when I said I had a 50-50 chance? Yeah, I did the wrong 50-50. That needs to go on that side because the lighten bit is supposed to be on this side. Maybe that's why that wasn't clipping on properly. It still doesn't want to clip on very well. I don't understand that, like. It is what it is. It doesn't line up particularly well, but I think that has something to do with the kit and not me. That's what I'm blaming. Okay, so I feel like I've done that. I need the light switch thing. It's obviously going to clip on here like that. Do I need to do that now? Let me just skip ahead because I don't know whether I'm supposed to attach these lights yet or not. Oh, it's got a roof as well. Oh, I didn't know it had a roof. Where's the roof? I can't see a roof. Just never a roof in it, you liar. I don't know, I feel like it's adding more things to it that I don't actually have. It's got like a glass door and everything. That's not included in the kit. What are you talking about?
Is there anything else I can do? Your job.
I can't see anything else about the light parts unless I'm missing something. I'm so confused. So maybe this light is in case we buy an extra roof for it. But that's a bit of a piss take because I spent a lot of money on this kit. Why doesn't it have a roof as an option in the kit? I'm just making sure I'm not going crazy. There's nothing in here that looks like a roof, is there? There's absolutely no roof in this kit. I don't understand this electric part. I'm just going to leave it to one side. I have a weird feeling that it's an extra thing that you're allowed to do these when you like stack them on top of each other and you can add roofs to them and stuff, but I think that's like an additional thing. Yeah, the finished product doesn't have a light, so what are you talking about? Why have you given us a light for?
I'm going fucking crazy!
That just completely threw me off. Ignore everything I was talking about. I don't know what that's about. Right, I'm up to this bit. So I need a sticker from number 2. So I've got for the good times sticker, and it also wants it in a frame from number 3. I think people who like miniature stuff and like doll houses would probably really enjoy this. I don't necessarily know whether I'm feeling it. I don't know whether it's because I'm poorly and I'm already feeling some kind of way, but it's not bringing me the kind of cutesy joy I wanted. I've stuck it in wrong. I've stuck it in so wrong. It's so wonky. I'm not having that. It'll drive us insane. Oh, this is risky. Don't rip and have enough stick. Why? It's so fiddly. My god. Right, I think I got it. It's better. It's not great, but it's definitely better. These are the parts that I don't like, is when it's like really fiddly and sticky, and if you make a mistake, you can't easily undo it. They're the things like drive us mad. And then this is just gonna get poked into there. Oh, gorgeous, lovely. Oh, I like that. Now I'm making a chest of drawers. All right, I feel like I can do this.
Lies.
This is bigger, this is substantial, so I feel like my hands can handle it.
I bet you do.
It's not like pissy and fiddly. Has it only got one drawer? Oh, that's a bit tight. It's literally only got one drawer that goes in here, and the rest just like emptiness. And the thing is as well, this kit, it wasn't cheap, it was an expensive little thing. And that just goes in there, does it? Cute. Okay, that was really easy. These are things I hate that are coming up up now. It's folding bits of paper.
That's disgraceful.
So I'm making little boxes. Don't know why, and I wish I could explain myself better, but I just don't enjoy this part of doll houses. I think because it's just so fiddly and so fragile that I feel like I'm going to rip them and break them and ruin them. Whereas if this was made out of like a little hearty bit of plastic or something, I'd feel much more kind of secure and more protected, you know?
No.
Right, so let's do some little boxes. I have done origami before, so I should be able to do this. Oh, well, I think I know how this is going to work. It's just that. It just goes like that. I didn't even need instructions. I did that so quick and so easy. And then the lid is assembled in the same way, apparently. And then that goes on the top like that. And then we take a bit of the tape, and then this is just going to secure it along here. Oh my God, I did it. Oh, and there's a bow. Where's the bow? Oh, that's for the top one. I'll stick that one on this one. I am going to show you this up close once I've done this bit. I know you're not going to be able to see anything because I want you to all be well chuffed that I made this. Oh my God, look at that. I made this ridiculously tiny little present from scratch. I hope everyone's very, very proud.
Well done, you.
And it surprisingly wasn't that difficult. But now I need to make 2 more, which is fine. I know what I'm doing now. Alright, so I've got 3 of these now. And in order to get them stacked, I'm going to use the little double-sided bits. And it wants us to just stick just over the corner here. I just feel like everything's incredibly fragile on this. It doesn't feel very robust. I don't know, our dollhouse is usually quite robust. I'm not sure. And then stick that on the top. And then there we have a ridiculously cute little tiny set of like presents or little gift boxes. Absolutely adorable and far too fragile. Let's have a little look where we're up to. Right, it's basically going to be a lot of the same stuff. Just assembling all these little tiny bits and then putting it together. Right, instead of me chatting the entire time, which I know people don't like, but I also have to edit this video, and if I spoke throughout the entire thing, it would take me ages to edit it, and it would also be a ridiculously long video. So I'm going to speed through the rest of it, get all these other little bits done, and hopefully at the end we'll have a cute little cafe to show off. I'm still not 100% convinced, so I'm hoping building all these other parts and putting it all together is going to kind of, I don't know, just convince me that I'll actually enjoy this little thing. Because at the moment, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. I'll be completely honest with you. But we'll see, I might change my mind. Okay, so it's a few hours later, and I have finally finished this little dollhouse thing. But before I show you it, I want to show you another thing. Something's just arrived, and I've been waiting on it. I'm super excited, so give us 1 second. This is the grand reveal, the grand open. It's not actually that exciting. I'm making it sound way more exciting than it is, but it's very exciting to me. I bought a new rug.
Oh, that's disappointing.
And I know this sounds pretty boring and like people aren't excited by it or anything, but I'm very excited. This is for the studio because at the moment, my little rug down here, it's fine, but I mainly bought it for like practical sake. Like I just needed a rug. I didn't really think about the vision or what I kind of really wanted, like aesthetically. And this, I think, is very me. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that nice? That's so colourful. What do we think? Isn't that a nice rug? It's huge as well. I'm not going to put it down yet because I can't be asked. Literally being super honest, I just can't be bothered. But that's a fun rug, isn't it? It's got literally every single colour on it. I hope that was exciting to everyone. It was very exciting to me.
Sad, sad.
Alright, let's show this little dollhouse off. I will admit I haven't glued it all down because, well, I'll get into that in a minute. But that's it there. I think I've done a really good job actually, considering I'm not really a dollhouse person and I've built all of this by hand. All the little bits are very intricate and very detailed and stuff. And I think it's really cool and it's very interesting and I did enjoy it, surprisingly. I know I was off to a rough start and I wasn't a huge fan. However, I have 2 things that I didn't like about this. And I don't think it's a me thing, I think it's just the kit overall. One thing I really didn't like are these stupid glue dots. I absolutely hate them. I would much prefer them just to give us glue. They're irritating because a lot of the items on here aren't flat. So you're putting a glue dot on something that's like caved in. It's got no surface to stick it down to. So it really doesn't make sense. Secondly, the other thing I didn't like is the papery foldy bits. Thankfully there wasn't too many of them. I'm just not a fan. Personal thing. Don't like them. And actually another thing I've just thought about was the fact that it's got this lighting fixture thing and there was no point in it because I didn't actually use it and didn't, I don't know, it was included but I can't do anything with it. And I'm assuming I must need to buy something extra in order to build the roof for the light to fit on, which I think is absolutely insane and ridiculous and really tight and stingy. But other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Are you sure?
But anyway, that just about does it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And thank you very much, Jessica. I think it was Jessica who recommended this. I can see the appeal, and it was definitely a million times easier than other dollhouse things that I've actually bought and tried to assemble. If you come across any products or anything you want testing out, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I might try and do them at some point. And I'll see you next week for a brand new video. I'm running out of breath. Do I want to put my rug down? I kind of want to put my rug down, but I'm also so tired. I can't believe I managed to get that done, considering how bad I'm feeling. I feel like I deserve, like, I don't know, some sort of sweet treat. I think it's because I've been building a cafe and there's like cakes and everything. It's made us hungry. Honestly, it doesn't take a lot to make me hungry these days.
You fat bitch.